Yo, what's going on, my VVOGs, my Omi homies, my fellow master collectors, and everybody else on YouTube? It's your bromy, the Gale, back at it again with another VV video. Come on! What is up, my VV fam? So, so what is it? It's like the last week of February, right? Seems like this month kind of blew by, but at the same time, it kind of dragged. So, what have I learned this month? I think I learned quite a few things. I'm gonna just, I guess ramble on until I catch my momentum, but I learned that we are still early. Although it might not seem like it, we are still early on this VV app. Even though we have Marvel and Disney, we are still early. Earlier this month, we got Golden Moments, and oh yeah, okay, let me start there. So we got more Golden Moments. It was believed that we would no longer see any more Golden Moments, but it seemed like Disney contacted Ecomi and wanted to make a Valentine's drop, and they made it happen. So one thing that I've learned is that nothing's guaranteed, especially when it comes to Disney. Just because somebody says that we might not see something doesn't mean that we won't see something again, such as Golden Moments, or like another Superman, or whatever. We're gonna see. I mean, it is what it is. Things will happen, and nothing's guaranteed, right? So yeah, we had a little fiasco where somebody from the team dropped an emoji that kind of made a lot of speculations in the market, right? After we got the Golden Moments, there was a emoji dropped where it said like 2 out of 4 chilies, meaning that the Golden Moments is only 2 out of 4, on the scale of hot drops, right? That's what it was assumed. Now, whatever the intention of the emoji was, it doesn't matter, but it caused a lot of speculation, which drove the market prices kind of down in anticipation of a huge drop. Now, the reason I say we're early is because if we weren't early, I don't think such a action on Twitter would cause such a would have such a effect on the market, right? So that is how I know we're still early, because it's the same heads talking to each other. Even though we have almost 2 million active monthly users on the app, it's still kind of like a tight-knit community, and word travels fast. It's like high school, right? Somebody's dating so-and-so, the whole school is going to know it by the end of the day. It seems like it's the same effect with Veve right now, but as we get more decentralized and worldwide, decentralized in terms of users, not all bunched up on Veve Twitter and stuff like that, Veve YouTube, it's going to take a lot more to move the market in terms of word of mouth and rumors. So yeah, we are still early in that regard. Another thing, a big lesson that I learned is that there is no reason to FOMO into Veve collectibles. It took this month for me to truly understand that, as we are currently going through one of our biggest, I think one of our biggest bear markets to date, relatively speaking. And yeah, in the start of February, we were anticipating some huge drops in terms of Black History Month. Miles Morales, Black Panther, possibly Green Lantern type characters, the Black Green Lantern, John Stewart. We were expecting those kind of drops earlier on this month, and those expectations, like I said before, drove the market down. And months prior, we had seen all-time highs across the board. Everybody's vault evaluations, their net worth on Veve was all-time highs. People were feeling elated. They were on cloud 9, right? Me included, myself included. But we quickly seen a dip in our account value, right? And that's because the anticipation of the hot drops. So people were spending crazy money on these Veve collectibles. 10K for a Todd, 11K for a Pride, 8K to 9K for a Steamboat Willie Ultra Rare. And it was basically FOMO, right? Even the battle statue, the Batman battle statue, people were paying 2K, 3K off the bat for that statue. Now, I think that was due to people believing that we would keep going up. You know, it's the same cycle every every cycle. People are afraid to sell at the top because they have no idea when the market is gonna, if the market is gonna keep going up or if it's gonna crash. Now, I think I want to take a look at some of the prices after this talk right here. But yeah, there's no need to FOMO in, because when we look at these prices, we're gonna see that if we would have just stacked gems this whole time and been super patient, now would be a shopping spree. This is the time where people win. The truly smart people, or patient people, or just, you know, wizards, geniuses, whatever you want to call it, this is their time to shine. Because when everybody's FOMOing in at all-time highs and scrounging, you know, just elated because they're basically VV rich, that is when people are selling. That is when the wiser market players are selling off, and then they're just waiting. You know, they're just waiting, because this is basically still year one of Veve in my eyes, and there's still going to be a ton of major first appearances. There's going to be new verticals, you know, new different categories of collectibles, cars, music, video clips. Who knows? Something I can't even guess right now. Coins, we got stamps already. You name it, and there's always going to be something new dropped on the Veve app, which is going to cause market crashes or dumps in the market. So yeah, let's just take a look at some of these collectibles that I mentioned, and I will show you guys why FOMOing into Veve collectibles at this time is not needed. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the heavy hitters, some of the big players. We'll start with Superman. 192 in the market. Superman is currently going for 3.6k. Yes, I'm selling mine, but I have my reasons. But yeah, people were buying him for like, what, 6k about a couple of weeks ago. Now, if they would have just been patient, they could have got 2 for the same price, just about. Let's back up out of here. Let's take a look at Steamboat Willie. Steamboat Willie, a common, is going for 439 gems. I do believe a common seen an all-time high of 800, if I'm not mistaken, and that was like maybe about 4 weeks ago. Now let's go to the uncommon. The uncommon saw an all-time high of 1,200 gems. This is more than half the price. So I do believe people were buying this for 1,200 gems because they considered that a great price at the time. They probably thought the price was going to continue to climb, as most of us usually do. But yeah, markets do fluctuate. They will dip and they will climb, but nothing ever, you know, markets don't go in a straight line. They never just go straight to the moon. It's always a roller coaster type deal. So yeah, 539 is a great deal for this uncommon, you know, Steamboat Willie. And then let's go to the ultra rare. 3.9k, my friends. This touched 10k, you know, maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago, before we got, you know, any major announcement news and stuff. This is Steamboat Willie, the first animated 3D, you know, Disney. if you know, you know, right? This is Disney. Steamboat Willie, you know, his history runs deep, and there's probably never going to be another Steamboat Willie in this premium quality format in any other platform. So what you're looking at here is history. You know, I'm gonna record this clip, and I'm gonna be sharing this clip on Twitter, like maybe in 6 months, maybe in a year. But these prices are gonna seem laughable. So yeah, I mean, okay, let me move on from that. Let's check out Spider-Man. You know, Spider-Man's a hot item on the Veve app. Let's take a look at the common, Veve's first ever drop. 500 gems. I think this was like 800 to 900 gems before the dip. What else? Ooh, Spider-Man 2099, my favorite. Currently 1.6, back at where I said it was gonna hit. I was waiting this month for this reason, but I actually bought at 1.6, so I actually didn't lose any money on this. I know there were people buying at 3k, 2.5k because they thought it was gonna go to 4k and beyond. But yeah, it's back here again, and it is what it is. And this is what the anticipation of big announcements does to the market. It happens every cycle, and it's going to continue to happen. but we might see higher floors as we go on. Zombie Hunter Spider-Man 142. I just bought one for like 179. I could have waited. I should have waited. Black Panther got announced today. We're getting Black Panther, if I forgot to mention that, on Wednesday. So that definitely helped this dip. I would like to get another Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. I have 2. I want to get 3 because of the movie coming up, and this is a first appearance Spider-Man, and he touched 400 during the all-time highs. Now that's a 142 to 400. That's a decent profit. He's definitely going back there. The only question is when. Let me take a look at Green Goblin real quick. I've been keeping my eye on him. I almost bought at 700. Glad I didn't. I waited. This is the most patient I've ever been. And yeah, that's the move these days. You got to be patient with your gems. Don't be so quick to spend them, you know. Let's take a look at Mickey and Friends lenticular cards. They seen heavy dips. You know, I bought a Pluto for 1K maybe like a week and a half ago. It's currently 620. If I would have just waited, I bought this before the Golden Moments announcement, before the Daisy and Donald and Lady and the Tramp Golden Moments. I waited for like the first 2 weeks of February, and as soon as I bought this card, the Ecomi Twitter wants to drop this Golden Moment news. always a lesson to be learned. I bought Daisy for 550 right before the announcement. She's now 368 gems. So it seems like the optimum move on Veve is to stack gems and then wait for dips. It's going to take a bit of patience because when these collectibles start to moon and bounce back, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard not to FOMO. But there will no doubt be a big drop coming at least once a month that will crash the market again like this. So it is really an interesting game that we play. Goofy is currently 1.9k, my friends. It was 3.5k like basically last week. So yeah, and I think people are still anticipating Miles Morales. We're getting Black Panther on Wednesday, so odds are we're gonna get a drop this weekend or next week Monday. And I think it could be bigger or as big as Black Panther. If they announce Miles Morales in premium quality format, game over. The market's going down. Some things might even touch retail specific items. Let's take a look at Givenchy Pride real quick. Always curious to see this price. 7.6k. It's holding decently, you know. And then let's take a look at Todd real quick. Todd is my go-to. Like whenever I look at Todd, I will know what kind of market we're in depending on his price. And he's currently 7.4 from his 9.9 or 13k all-time high. So yeah, we are definitely in a bear market if it wasn't obvious already, you know. And yeah, I think you get the idea. I just wanted to take a look at a few key items. Let's take a look at the battle statue though real quick. 500 gems. You know, people bought this thing at 2k. I don't blame them, but you know, FOMO and hype, you know, sometimes you just gotta wait. You can always come back to it unless it's something like a Walt. You know, you might have trouble trying to get a Walt if you wait too long, but anything other than that, and you're gonna have a decent chance at coming back at it. Like Donald and Daisy, 1.1k. People spent 2k on this thing. They could have just waited a week because they know big drops are going to be announced. Lady and the Tramp, less than $1,000. People paid 1.5k just 2 days ago. You know, we knew that an announcement was coming this week, so that's why you gotta be in tune with you know, what's happening on Veve. If you know an announcement is coming, it just pays to wait. R2D2, currently 5.3k. It touched 9k. It even flipped Todd maybe last week. So very interesting times. Yeah, this is a fire sale. So if you got gems, then you're happy, but if you don't, then you're kicking yourself for not stacking up when the time was most optimal. So with that, I think, ooh, Elsa came from 5k to 2.3k. Come on. Golden opportunities here, pun intended. C3PO back down under 3k. So yeah, lots of opportunities right now to get what you might have missed out on. You know, Iron Man 1.5k, he was like 2.5, 3k just a week ago. Crazy opportunities, and it happens every cycle. So keep this in mind as we wait to see the Black Panther edition size and price. I think the market will continue to decrease until the end of February, and depending on what they decide to drop early March, we may see this market trend continue. And yeah, let's take a look at Walt real quick. Walt was 44K, my friends, maybe 3 days ago, I think. Currently 27.9K. I don't know what people are selling for. I don't know what they think is going to be announced. But you don't drop a Walt this low. You're already winning. You have a Walt. What are you going to sell? But you know, that's none of my business. So whatever. Let's move on. And that's the video, my friends. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you learned something or enjoyed the content, feel free to drop a like and subscribe for more Veve content like this. So I think I've spoken enough in this video. You understand what's happening here, hopefully. And hopefully, you know, it's February's been a lesson. And with that, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I said or say in this video is financial advice, because I am learning just like you guys. I am just your friendly neighborhood genius, sharing his thoughts and opinions on this awesome app known as Veve. So take everything that you hear from me with a grain of salt, because things could change. And with that being said, yeah, if you want to follow me on the Veve app, take a look to the bottom left hand corner and you will see my Ben Simmons Spider-Man, which I have listed for 1 million gems. If you find him, you can find me, and I will follow back. And with that, thanks again for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Until then, peace out and hodl strong, my friends. Later.